Good morning, good morning, good morning. So just to be known, I've identified that we're in like in a chop. So this isn't the signal that I'd be taking at the moment. I can see that we're in a range. So I'm waiting for a break of that high and low. So just so you guys know. I'll let you guys know when I'm taking a signal that I'm following. Good morning, my lovely family. Oh, uh, yeah. Next time, try to wait, try to wait, because there's a method to my madness, right? So, how you doing? Let's look at uh, let's look at some fundamentals here. Gainers 50, Nasdaq 58 points. Alright, so we're looking for buys. Net short is 42%, net long 58. Alright, so we got that fake out. Right, so at this point, yeah, I'm waiting for a break. We're still within that London range. So for me, right, I feel like today's gonna range pretty bad. So one, I'm not gonna risk a lot today. You can see you're in between these highs and lows. Really simple to see, right? So I'm seeing whether we're gonna break back up to the top side or we're gonna break down below. So I'm just seeing what type of confirmation we're gonna get. We're just in this nasty range. So if I don't see anything within the next, I'll be here for another like probably 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna jump off and call it a day and follow my rules. Yeah, hourly time frame. This thing is just ranging, so I think the next hourly candle is what might do it for us. Get some momentum and a break to either direction. Um, Same thing. If you look at the 15-minute, it's ranging. So I'm not gonna force any trades. I'm not looking to do anything too crazy. There's always why you wait for the candle close, because you need to make sure that it's a strong candle to that direction. Always make sure you wait for the candle close on any signal from every strategy that you use. Never get in while the candle's still open. Wait for that candle to close, then enter. So you see it fluctuates between the buy and the sell. If I would have got in down here and then it wicked back up, closes up here, you being drawdown on your entry. You get in right where it closes, it's a strong candle close, you have a better chance of making money. So always wait for confirmation. I think it's gonna buy up. More might fall. We'll see. Alright, no, I'm looking at it now, I think it might actually sell down. Jump in this sell. Sell stop entry at 11,740.2. doesn't activate, then we just delete it. Is having a hard time breaking that last low, which is why I said it might actually buy up. But we got that sell stop just in case it actually does break down. So because it looks like it's rejecting, and it looks actually it's just creating a higher low on the situation. So we might be looking at some more bullish continuation, which I don't know where the fuck it would be coming from, but it is. So delete that sell stop. Get rid of that sell stop now. They close in the opposite direction, so just delete that sell stop. Just stuck in this range. It's just in this weird ass range. We got 5 more minutes into the next hour candle. So we're just going to patiently wait to see what direction it wants to go in. Because I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame and I am seeing an imbalance on the higher time frame that it may target. I'm actually pretty confident it will. So I said it might buy a little earlier, then I saw the previous Asian session and then yesterday's push. But as I'm looking at it right now, right, if we go to the hour time frame and what it's actually doing, you have this area over here that it may be targeting. So I think this is where we might be ending up because I already broke structure here, accumulating, and I think we actually might go up to this area and tap into this a little bit. So this is the trade that I'd probably be looking for at this moment. Does that make sense? So you can see that this was yellow the whole time, and then now we finally got that breakout. It hit TP1 on this buy, and it'll probably hit TP2. I'm not too mad we missed it. It's still in the range. You get what I mean? So I'd rather get that nice breakout signal. For those that are part of my group, the EA version of the Sigma Algo update will be released today. So stay tuned for that. I'll be releasing some YouTube instructional videos on how to set it up and the update that was added, etc., etc. So be prepared for that. But yeah, so hit TP2 on this. I know I didn't call it. I was actually putting up a markup for you guys, which I'm very surprised about because I don't mark up. I just wanted to make sure you guys get a proper signal because I saw it ranging really hard today. And usually when it ranges, I won't actually do a live, but I'm trying to be better. Ready to go on Hero FX, fantastic. Yeah, guys, if you guys are looking for a really good broker, I really suggest Hero FX. Zero spread, very low commissions, only like $5 to $6 commissions on a standard account. On a raw spread account. And then if you actually sign up with my link, you're automatically A-booked with the broker. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really good deal they have going on over there. So I highly suggest that you give Hero FX a look and protect your money. Also, my copy trader's on Hero FX. So if you want to be part of my Forex copy trader, where any Forex trade that I takes on your account, I'm basically trading for you, then you need to sign up to Hero FX. Link in the description. Ooh, NASDAQ being spicy today. I think we're avoiding this nonsense. Basically, we're waiting for a breakout signal to get in. I personally have a buy stop at 11,852. At this yellow line, I got a buy stop order. That's kind of taking the more manual aspect to stuff, so. But it's because I see that we're in a range, and when you're in a range, you can easily take advantage of breakouts before even the algo tells you anything. So. I'm seeing some areas that can be targeted on the higher time frames. Right now we're filling in a gap, and then I think we have room to buy to the top and break above it. So now we're just waiting for that breakout to happen, because right now we're in a nice accumulation area. How you guys been liking the lives, man? Have the lives been suiting you guys well? Have you been making money with me? Stop loss for the buy stop would be 50 points. Yes. So my stop loss is at 11,803. Have you guys been learning anything on the? Yep. Okay. Great. I want to make sure that I'm helping as much as I can. I just jump on here with my hoodie and talk crazy. So I want to make sure. Oh, you made some money. Nice. Nice. Even by accident. Whew, Lord. Third live on demo. Welcome, man. Thank you for being here. Do you know TradingView has automated trade management? Is built into my systems. You can see it says break even, stop loss, and stuff like that. TradingView does not. You have to build it, just like I did. My new platform, figure out I'm on YouTube Live. Yeah, TradingView doesn't have automated anything. TradingView kind of sucks. So. On this buy signal, I'm taking it. On this candle close. It just broke out from the last high. If it closes this way, I'm taking the signal. So if you even with this buy stop, if you want to keep it, sure, but I'm demonstrative purposes, we'll be taking the signal from the Sigma algo from here to about 50%. That's 156 point to the top. That's about 200 point trade. You guys know me. 100 points is all I need. I'm gonna leave a runner on this because I actually believe in the setup. So I'll be taking off, on my TP3, God willing it hits, right? And then leaving the rest running. The EA currently got me in. So you guys know that this is. Oh shit. Why don't you guys tell me I wasn't showing the camera the whole time? Yo, bro. I forgot that this thing had a cover on it. Oh man, I'm having one of those mornings, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But the EA got me in. I'm up 1,600. 2,000 now. So, this is the EA version of the algo. So you should have. I be spazzing sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, buy. Entry is at 11,846.7. TP1 is at 11,871.7. TP2 is at 11,896.7. And TP3 is at 11,946.7 for 100 points. Exit short, boom, buy signal all across. So it didn't necessarily break out the box, but it closed above the last high, closed above this high, closed above this high. And I believe in this buy signal. So you gotta, if anything, you can use a buy stop entry at 11,846.7. Biden administration plans to make sweeping changes to broken student loan systems. It's buying. The Biden administration announces on Wednesday that it was moving to make sweeping changes to the federal student loan system. Among the proposals are an easier path to loan forgiveness for public servants and new limits on the accrual of interest. So I'm reading some breaking news that just came out that's going to affect this. The Biden administration announced on Wednesday that it was moving to make sweeping changes to the federal student loan system, including making it easier for public servants to get debt forgiveness and setting new limits on accrual of interest. We are committed to fixing a broken system, U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Corona said in the statement. Protection for defrauded borrowers, and overhaul of the public service loan forgiveness program, changes to new interest accrues. The public has 30 days to comment on the educator proposal. Regulations of the final rules will go into effect no later than July 1st, 2023. Oh shit, you played me. Came all the way back down. That's a hard rejection. First loss that I took live. Happens. That was impatient of me. I got too excited. He just wants to be in a range right now. That was a big fuck you candle, is what that was. So continue to wait. That's the first loss that we ever taken live on this channel. I just rejected hard as hell. Really was not expecting that. The buy entry that I have set is at 11,852. Jumped the gun and got in on the signal from the Sigma while it was still technically in the range, but I saw how it closed above the previous highs, so I got a little excited, and it was pretty much at that line too. But I should just follow. I didn't follow my own rules. Yeah, it was coming down with a lot of volume, but so was the bar going up. You know what I mean? So right now it's just spike out per spike out, because if you look at each candle, each one is strong. Each one is closing strong in either direction. So it's just ranging really, really hard this morning. So I'm not doing anything until a breakout happens. So I got the high at 11,852 and the low at 11,700. You know what I mean? So I'm not doing anything until I see a break of those highs or lows range. Because that one made me feel some type of way, not gonna lie to you. Yeah, the last 9 candles have been mean. So now it's just a pure waiting game. I do believe still, based on structure, it may go up to that 1 hour, gap. And usually when it accumulates like this, it's gonna trend really well, because it also accumulated during London. So you might see a really good trend happen. A really nice trend happen within the next hour or so. Because it accumulated all last night as well. It accumulated Asian session yesterday, London, to accumulating the beginning half of New York session. So when it does break out, it's gonna break out hard. And it's going to be a great opportunity to make money today, unless it decides to do it all day. So that's what I'm saying. When it does decide to break out, it's going to break out pretty hard. So we'll chalk that up for the first loss that we've taken live on this channel. And then hopefully before I get off, we get another valid signal that makes up for that loss plus more. So we don't end up break even, we just end up break even on the win-loss ratio. Today is gonna be a patient day. I don't want to leave you guys without a proper signal or giving some better direction. So I'm gonna chill here for a little bit with you guys. Yes, they are. Yeah, it's all about patience at this point. Yes, Nas pays more per pip. Trading crypto on forex markets, the spreads are still high. Um, More, but per pip, Nasdaq, US 30 pays the most. Nasdaq and gold. It's usually in that order. My goodness. It's gonna be one of those mornings. So a lot of rejection works from the bottom. So I really do think that my analysis will play out in terms of it buying to the upside. There's just been a lot of going on. The market's just like, haha, you thought. And then it's gonna be like, haha, you're right. I hate that shit. I'm usually off by now, but I feel bad about that loss. So, because I know what caused that loss. It was my own impatience. So, I'm going to make sure that we get off this live and you guys take a win home. Feed the wife and family, the kids, buy them some new toys and shit. Yep, it's been sitting in the range since Asian session. So that's why we're waiting, because when it does, I'm not missing that, because when it does break out, it's going to break out hard. It's not going to range for Asian, London, and then all of New York session. It will range for the beginning half of New York session, because that's what it will do. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to range for 3 sessions straight. No one wants to hear your ads. Make sure I make your guys money, man. I'll make sure of it. It is NFP, isn't it? I should probably be a little bit more careful. But when you have systems like mine, NFT doesn't make a difference. NFT doesn't make a difference for me because it still has to go in a certain direction. And my rules are very strict. I have the same stop loss for every trade. You know what I mean? So all it takes is for me to win one trade to make up my loss and still be in profit. So I don't look at NFT as a bad thing. I look at NFT as an opportunity to make an insane amount of money. When you're using systems like this that have the auto features and stuff like that, trade management, risk management. Exactly. Exactly. Now, do I recommend just anybody to come in here and start trading news like it's crazy? No. But, once you get used to it and you start back testing on what the systems will do on a news day or news week, you start to build confidence. So Oh yeah, when it breaks, it's over. You guys mind if I go brew a pot of coffee real quick? Usually this is around the time I get my coffee because we're usually done at this point. How many days am I alive? Every day. We're just usually done within the hour, but today it wants to range and be weird, so we're going to see what we can get out of the market. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to set a pot of coffee for myself. Wednesday, always a reversal day. Not always true, man. That's what I used to think as well. I'm like, I don't trade fucking Wednesdays and stuff, but, I think it just depends on what the previous day did before, so. Then we'll go get some coffee. I'll be right back, guys. I set alerts. You guys know what it is. Just in case. Still, bro. Wednesdays, I heard that is the day either makes the high or low of the week. Nah. It's the middle of the week. I never came to that conclusion. I've seen, I know for a fact there's been Wednesdays where it breaks the high or breaks the low of the week, of the current week. You know what I mean? So I take My ideology when it comes to trading is just I take every day as its own. The only thing I pay attention to when it comes to trading is what did it do the prior session. For example, today we trade New York session. I look at London. Did London trend or did it range? It ranged. Okay, so that means that at some point during New York session, I'm expecting a trend. But if I know that today's Wednesday and then Tuesday, right, the whole day prior, we trended, I'm like, okay, so today, last night, London ranged, but yesterday during New York session, New York trended. All right, maybe I'm looking for just quick, a quick breakout, quick, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the day, like today might range a little bit, like it is right now, and then the breakout's gonna be crazy. And it might not even be a trend. It might be just one big ass candle. You know what I mean? And then tomorrow it's going to be a trending day where the candles are just going to go trend in a certain direction, vice versa. So I already taught you guys that every other day affects how it moves. So if Monday trend, Tuesday may range, or it might just be one of those days where it's just one of those big ass candles like we caught yesterday. Stuff like that. But I take every day as it comes, and then I just look at prior days to see what I can possibly expect based on back testing, sessions. You know what I mean? If London bought, usually, if London bought, half of New York will range and then sell. You know what I mean? If you look at yesterday, London trended, then New York happened, broke down a little bit further, accumulated, and then corrected itself into a trend. And look at today, all of Asian session, yesterday Asian session ranged, London ranged, New York is ranging currently. I taught you guys about the first phase of a session, then the second phase of a session, right? So we're in the first phase of the session still. Nothing happened within the first 2 hours, technically 3 hours, because New York session is actually open 5 o'clock, but we don't get on until 6:30. And now we're looking, okay, it's already 7:45. We can wait till 8:40 because or 8 o'clock-ish, right? Usually it's 10 o'clock. I look for like 10 o'clock as my reversals. I actually did this I recorded the how to trade sessions video yesterday. I use this as an example, but this is the trade we caught yesterday. This was at 7:30. The trend didn't start happening until 8:35. A whole hour later is where you caught this trend. So we have something to look forward to. You know what I mean? It broke out the range, all that other stuff. But yesterday was a trend. We're already pretty deep. I don't want to say we're deep in this session, but we're on this call, we're already kind of waiting for the breakout. So this big accumulation just means that the breakout is going to be even crazier. So that's how I feel about it. And that's just based on, this is why I only trade one thing. It keeps me consistent to the point where I'm studying this one pair for X amount of time, and I just know how it works. And it's consistent money. You know what I mean? Let's talk. Let me touch on that for a little bit, because this is something I actually really want people to understand. As we are in currently a buy signal, even though it's the chop filter is on top of it, but pay attention because that buy stop may activate. Yeah, this is a subject I want to touch on. I think I touch on it pretty often. Don't obsess about being able to trade 100 different things. You guys see me get on this call and trade one thing every day. And I can talk about it extensively because I've done the back testing, I've done the forward testing, I've traded it live, I traded it demo. You know what I'm saying? Like I've practiced on NASDAQ, I built the systems on NASDAQ, I did a lot on NASDAQ, US 30 as well. So even when I take a loss, all of my stop losses are the same. 50 points, 100-point TPs, full TPs. So this is how I became consistently profitable. You can't become consistent in a time span if you're not consistent in what you're trading, in the rules that you're trading on. And I have a firm belief that different assets require different trading rules because they all move differently. The same way how I teach the ATR. The ATR is different on every asset on every time frame. The ATR on the 5 minute is completely different than the ATR on the 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour. It's the same thing when it comes to an asset and how it moves, when it moves, the structure in which it creates. So you trying to overload yourself with all that information is going to be difficult. Even with something like a system like the Sigma, you know what I mean? Because if you're trying to build consistency, you need to have a consistent set of rules down to the T. Because even though the Sigma is self-adjusting, if you put it on the ATR, right, you'll get it on the ATR, it's adjusting, but that means that the ATR is constantly adjusting new stop losses. So today, it says on AUD USD, all right? Say we're trading AUD USD right now, and today's ATR is 12, or you know what I'm saying? Then I have my multiplier times 2, which means that now my stop loss is 24 points. TP1 is 24 points. TP2 is 48 points. You know what I mean? So on and so on. Tomorrow, AUD USD, same setup, but the ATR is 50 times 2. Now I'm risking 100 points on AUD USD, and if I lose that trade, right? If I lose that trade, then I actually am negative for the week. So that is the downside to trading something with the ATR values, even if you shorten it. Now, in the long run, back testing, yes, using the ATR actually is better, but a lot of people are too scared to use those type of stop losses because they don't like seeing drawdown. You have to be able to give the trade room to breathe based on the volume that it creates, right? So don't let that scare you because trading the ATR stop loss is actually proper. It is actually the way that it's supposed to be done. Now, when you're trading something with a point system, something like US 30 or NASDAQ, Bitcoin, gold, right? That's not using pips, is using a point differential. Then once you study it and you come to your back testing in terms of when you want to trade, for example, we trade New York. After some back testing, I realized, okay, 50 points is the sweet spot. 50 points is a sweet spot. If I were to trade this every day, right, I've only lost 6 trades out of 55 when I back tested with the Sigma Algo. 55 days straight. 6 trades. And that's taking 2 trades a day. So that means that I've on those days that I lost 1 trade and made back the money. So I only take 2 trades a day. So you have to create strict rules for yourself and have to base those rules not only on your own psychology, but base it on what you're trading. And I think a lot of people overlook that fact. You can't just have a whole bunch of random ass rules and think that it applies to everything. Your rules have to apply to what you want to trade. Did that make sense, or am I just talking your ears off? Of course, I can't lead y'all astray. You feel me? Like, I need to make sure if you're gonna come here, you gotta learn something other than just taking trades. Cause here's where I wanna. That's true. I'm studying and focus on one period of time. Yeah. Here's where I'm trying to get to. Here's my goal. All right. I create these systems. One, I mean, they work. We know they work, but I create these systems so I'll be able to have, like, because life is gonna get real hectic for me pretty soon in a good way, right? I got a lot of things moving and working, okay? In a pinch, I would love to be able to be like, hey, one of my students, take over, set up a live, take over, and everyone can be able to teach each other. My ideology when it comes to trading is very, very simple. I don't make this shit difficult, all right? It's not difficult. Simplify trading. The systems may look difficult, but I do my best to teach it daily. I do my best to give you settings. I do my best to let you know, start from here and just play around with it and build rules for yourself. Trading is simple. The market can only go one or two ways. And then when it's not going the one or two ways, it's doing what it's doing now, consolidating. So everything is rule based. You don't get in your car and start driving without checking the mirrors and having your seatbelt on and make sure that when you're backing up, you're not fucking hitting a car, right? It's the same thing when it comes to trading. You guys have to have rules and base those rules on yourself. No system can fully do it for you. Even though this is automated. I make money automatically every morning, just making money. But it's because I back tested and found the rules that I like. I found the rules that if I was to trade live, this is what I would do live. Now I made a system that replicates me automatically. You can't just have automatic shit without knowing your own rules, because now you're just walking blind. So, keep it simple. Life is only as simple as you make it, guys. So when you want to make money in this market, keep it simple. Give me one moment, guys. Sorry about that. Man, all right. 8:04. This is okay. It's the start of the new hour. Might start seeing the movement that we want.
It's been going on all night. We're gonna get through this together, guys. I promise. We gonna sit on this live until some buzz. holding you hostage.
I'm here for y'all, man. It's actually gonna be a calm day for me. I just gotta take a trip a little bit later, so I'm here. You know what I mean? So, what are we? An hour and a half in now? You use NinjaTrader? Well, give me a month. I got something for you that's gonna replace TradingView, NinjaTrader, and MT5 and MT4. You heard it here first. Nobody type it in the chat either. For those that do know, no one say anything. Just hang around. Just hang around. Just hang around. Boy, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be real different. That would be awesome. It's going to be awesome. If you become a broker, add some money to my account. Like, cool, 100K. Nah, I don't want to be in charge of people's money. I wanted to start a broker, and I almost did, but I was like, nah. There's too much. There's too much that comes with a broker. Too much liability. Too much responsibility. I already feel too much responsibility doing this, so it's not worth it for me. Now is my drop in me looking like? Not yet. Hasn't given me that inclination yet. There are more, selling assets at the moment, but I do believe we're going to get a breakup. Standard lot is 1.0. Yes, does it have? Yes, it does have KYC. Yeah, it's a lot, and it's oversaturated. I'd rather be. Put it this way: I'd rather be the platform a broker needs in order to execute. The broker isn't the money maker. It's providing the platform the broker needs in order to sustain this business.
hint as to why I'm telling you give me a month. It looks like Hugo's way. It's not Hugo's way. Completely different company. And a completely different company owns it. I know the owners personally, so that's the only reason I tell you guys to sign up to it. I ask people all the time, would you rather be the artist or the label? I'd rather be the label. That's what I'm aiming to be. Exactly. Control everything without nobody knowing you control everything. That's the secret. So. You get cheated as the artist, and when you figure out you've been cheated, what does every artist do? Start their own label. I've been cheated. So what am I doing? Own nothing, control everything. Exactly. See, y'all, I'm on top of timing. I love it. I love it. I love it. But love it. Every time. Alright, y'all gangster. Y'all know my vibe. That's good. That's good. That's good. You know what I mean? I control a lot of shit. Especially in this industry, which is actually kind of weird because I'm actually, comparatively, I'm a nobody. But there's a lot of shit that happens that I'm involved in within the space, and it's just like I see and I hear the buffoonery and I know the gossip. I'm just like, all right, well, I'm glad I'm not on that level of. It's like high school shit. It's weird. You know what I mean? But stick around for a while. We have some really cool shit that's gonna happen. Some really cool stuff. Really, really exciting stuff that's gonna happen here. Trust contracts, you know? Contract and trust law is very important for you guys to understand. Let me put you on. If you have not read these 3 books, go read these 3 books. Alright? Take a screenshot, whatever. The first one is called Meet Your Strong Man and Whatever You Want to Know. The second one is called the UCC Connection. And the third one's called the Common Law Handbook. Go read those books and change your life. You have to step back from the consumer law. No, yeah, that's no joke. No joke on that. You know, I understanding basic consumer law is very important, especially if you want to learn how to remit payments. Like for example, credit card and all that other stuff. I don't pay that shit. Remit, you know, rent, remit. The Art of Passing the Buck, Volume 1 and 2. Never seen that book, and I will look it up. Huh. Okay. Add it to cart. The Art of Passing the Buck Volume 2 is going for $643 on fucking Amazon. Dime DL. We're gonna have to find that PDF. Nah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna find that. Shout out Josh. Killing it with the Sigma this morning. Damn, he's using the old joint too. He never updated this thing. Killing it. If you got iPad, I don't have iPad because I have a 49-inch monitor and a TV, and I'm getting some portable screens and stuff. You guys are troopers for hanging around this long with me. How much money do I need in my HeroFX account to open one lot? It depends what you want to trade. If you're trying to trade like forex, that's like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't suggest opening a one because that's $10 per lot. So I would recommend that unless you have 10K in your account. After this Nas movement, free iPad. Facts. Fact. Not only want to trade Nas. Well, hang around. You'll learn a thing or two. Look at this yellow box of consolidation. Absolutely ridiculous. How much money do you think you make off Forex daily? I mean, you've seen my lives. 100 pip movement, consistent lot size. It can go from like 5 to 9. I say 5 to 9 every day. If we catch those type of moves, 100 points, consistent. And I have a 15K account. And that's because I trade one thing, and I trade that one thing live. So it's all about how you leverage your account. If you want to try that, make sure it's low risk. Yep, it's a little bit of momentum kicking in. That's it. It's gonna be the next 30-minute candle. I suggest having that buy stop set up because I really feel like it's gonna be a momentum candle versus a trend today. It's gonna be a big candle, and that candle's gonna cause a signal, and by the time that candle closes, it's gonna retrace. You know what I mean? So having that buy stop at 11,852 is my best recommendation. You might be getting that breakout now.
Still in that yellow. Said nope, it's gonna buy right now. Yeah. I want it to buy. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. How many of y'all still with me? If you're still with me, drop a fire emoji in the chat, man. That means you're really about to get this chicken. If you're really about your bread, drop a fire emoji in the chat. That's who really about their bread. You definitely about your bread. We're 2 hours in. This is the longest I've been on live on YouTube for you guys, just to make sure you make some money. So I've had private Zoom calls with my team where we go 4 or 5 hours on the Zoom till we find a move. So today I want to make sure you guys leave us something. Oh, honestly, I want to leave us something. So we gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it move. Yep. That's 6:45 a.m. range. Yeah. Well, mainly, I mean, like I said, if it breaks beneath here, right? That if it breaks this range from here, because this is the first 15 minutes of the session. So this is that dark spot is the range from the 15 minutes of the session. So if it breaks underneath there, obviously, yeah, I'm gonna look for sells. But I do think that I don't know I might be completely wrong, but I have a feeling it's gonna go up. I don't know why.
and y'all trade NAS, yeah. Lately, I just do all like this is also for my premium. This is for everybody. I do these lives for everybody now, but as time continues, I'm gonna go back to doing like the separate, where because that's how I was doing it. Even like last week, I had my laptop here, and then you guys get the private Zoom, and then there's live, but it was causing too many issues. So I'm trying to find out a better way to make it happen, but at the same time, it's just like might as well do it all on live where people can ask me all the questions. Everything that I'm doing is on the YouTube channel anyway. So, you know, I just try to keep it like that for now, really. How much I charge a month. So basically for everything, I have over 20 indicators and algorithms. So for everything, Signals chat and the premium Discord, it's $150 a month, and then if you want all of that plus the bot, it's $200 a month, and it used to be $250, and I actually decreased the price. So then I have lifetime and 3 months, 6 months options. Videos will drop today and tomorrow, all throughout this week. I'm basically just waiting. I trade live every day, yes. There's a course updated on how to look for buy and sell. I'm teaching you guys now how to look for buys and sells. It's pretty simple. I think it's gonna reject, bro. It's in this range. I think it's gonna touch the top of that range again. That's 3 consecutive wicks that we're seeing right now. I'm looking at my chart. So if it closes in a wick, I think it's gonna push back up really quickly. Like I said, I'm not in anything until I get a candle close beneath or above that range. It's simple. That yellow box is still over the candles. I don't have the filter on, but if I was to... Where the hell is it? Chopper settings. If I put this filter on, none of these signals plot. You get what I mean? Yeah, I think this is a good price to scalp back up to the 800s. So like, this is the chop filter, guys, for guys who want to know. This is the chop filter. You know what I mean? It won't get you into any trades if you're in a choppy market. I'm gonna keep it up for now. So you guys don't get tempted and shit. Hey, Peter. Yeah, we're just waiting for NAS to break out here. Any direction it wants to go in. On the 1 hour, there's no volume. Yeah, I think, you know, we're not going to see anything until that 10 o'clock ish push, basically the next hour. I don't think so. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking that we're not going to see anything until after. That's what I said earlier. It's definitely creating a new support. Yep. It's in this range. You guys see the bottom and the top of the range. I talked to you guys about that already. And I do think that the signal we're going to get is going to be a breakout buy to fill in the gap on the higher time frame, the 1 hour. So if we go to the 1 hour, you guys see what I'm talking about is this over here. So I feel like we're gonna get into this level. This is where it will come. So this is where I'm thinking we're gonna go with it. So then you drop down to the 5 and you can see where I have my, let's say, buy stop ready to catch some type of momentum there. We'll see. I'll stay on for like another 10 minutes and see what the 9 o'clock does. Solid analysis. Thank you. You know, you don't learn how to build algos without knowing how to analyze the market first. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it another. It's 8:47 now. Give it another 10 minutes. 10-15 minutes. I'll wait for the 5 minutes into the next hour, and see where we're at. Right. You know what I'm saying? If that'll be my threshold, but if you're part of the Discord, I will send the signal in there. I will send if we're in a breakout buy or sell, but you guys know my analysis already. I'm not married to it, but I do feel like that's where we're gonna go with it. Based on the huge accumulation for 3 sessions straight, Asian, London, and now the first half of New York session has done nothing but accumulate. So I do believe that even if the Sigma provides a signal, it's going to be a big signal in terms of the candle is going to be large and it's going to print either direction. It's going to be large. It's going to print, and then when you get in, it's going to pull back a little bit. So what I want is, let's measure this out now so you guys can have it labeled. 25 points. 25 points is 11,879. 50 points, 11,904. And 100 points is 11,954. You know what I mean? So those are your 3 TPs, and that's just from a manual entry standpoint of where I'm looking where the market may go. It may sell to correct what it did yesterday, because you could also see that you have this trend yesterday, then you have these gaps areas all the way down to yesterday's daily close, and then the weekly support, the weekly VWAP, volume weighted price. So you may have this trade to go towards. You know what I mean? I'm not biased to either side. You know what I mean? So you may have these trades to look forward to as well. And the only reason I have this a little higher is to hit that 50% of that higher time frame imbalance that I've seen. I'm more, for whatever reason, I'm more biased towards that buy at the moment. But again, I may be completely wrong. So we just wait. That's the whole thing. So if you have any other questions, now will be the time, because I will have to jump off. I do have other meetings. I have to set up the EA and videos, all that stuff for my members. The Sigma EA is getting an update today. All right. Do a quick video. I'm also going to edit the video on how to trade sessions and stuff like that. But for those that are with me and have been rocking with me for the past 3 hours, I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for believing in what we do. It means the world to me. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask. I got another like 15 minutes. Of course, man. Of course. Check out S&P bearish bias. Yeah, it's an exact mirror of what's happening on NASDAQ as well. But you also have that same imbalance. Same imbalance, same long wick at the bottom on the hourly. You're looking at the same thing. I think there's room for correction. I don't want to miss, whatever is going to happen here on NASDAQ. Excuse me. This nigga. Of course. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. The sell is looking quite possible too. To previous days' highs, lows. It's looking very possible. But comes to NASDAQ, never really know. Those are just low volume, man. There's nothing you can do about it. I should set up the PS5 in here. I got a TV here that I don't use. So I'm here talking to y'all. I could just be playing Call of Duty and shit. I should do that. I think I will do that. That sounds like a good time. I see a dinosaur. The fuck? What's a dinosaur? For the buy on the 5 minute. What the hell is a dinosaur? You dead ass. I'm mad because I see it. What are you making constellations out of candlesticks, bro? That's kind of cool. I never heard that one before. It's basically a double bottom for buy or sell. That's funny. That's funny as hell. Am I using the Don algo? Not at the moment. So basically, I mean, it's still available. It's still there. But basically, what I realized is that I was throwing too much at everybody, creating all these systems and creating new products and just releasing them. When I need to focus on one, get you guys used to one, get you profitable on one, and then start pushing out and updating systems. Because, you know, people were jumping all over the place trying to figure out which system they want to use, etc., and it was just a lot. So that's why I do the lives with the Sigma right now. I have a breakout algorithm coming out very soon. I have another grid system, grid-based system coming out very soon. So I have a few things working for you guys. Price action, like there's a whole bunch of shit. So yeah, but I don't want to release anything, you know, until I see people are using one system profitably, because what that does is build a community of people that know how to use the system. So I'm not the only one answering questions. Which one do you recommend for me to buy? If you get the package, you get all of them. You get every system that I make. So for $150, you get all 15 of them, and if I come out with a new one tomorrow, you get that one as well. You get all of them for that $150 price. I don't change the prices. So if you sign up today and I have 10 systems, and by next month I got 20, you now have 20 systems for the price of that $150. You know what I mean? So. Which one is the most effective? Don't ask me that. They're all effective, man. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have to understand, all these systems are effective. They're effective on absolutely anything. It's all about which one you identify with the most. You feel me? The Sigma algo is based on Renko. Cheat code is based on Renko. The Ichimoku sensei is based on the Ichimoku. The Dan is essentially a moving average crossover baseline system. The Hakanashi is Hakanashi overlays if you trade Hakanashis. So like I've made systems based on popular trading techniques. So if you're coming from a place where you traded Hakanashi, I made the Hakanashi Dragon. If you're coming from a place where you use moving average crossovers, I made the Dan. If you use the Ichimoku Cloud for a period of time, I made the Sensei Ichimoku better. You know what I mean? Like it all depends on your style of trading. I make all of it so you can test it for yourself and figure out what is it that you like. That's why I don't charge them one by one. You pick one, you find one you want to stick with, and if you stick with that one, you will be profitable. It's as simple as that. Genius. Thank you. Not to sound crazy, they even have a dragon pattern. Yo, bro, the minute that I realized that they have freaking like moon phases for fucking trading is when I was like, alright, y'all just ridiculous at this point. Having dinner and watching your live today, don't want to miss out anymore. Dragon patterns, dinosaurs, whatever you do, that's the thing. Like, learning how to trade is almost like having an identity crisis, because you need to learn yourself and how your eyes work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the craziest shit. I feel like learning how to trade traditionally by realizing patterns and shit, it's like having an identity crisis. You don't know what you would naturally look for. Your eyes are trained to do certain things and recognize certain things, and you gotta train them to understand or to see certain patterns. When you're trading that way, it's actually, I don't know. It's funny though. And again, there's no right or wrong way, it's just funny. Oh man. How's everyone feeling though? You know, how's life? How was your 4th of July? Do you feel blessed? Do you feel overwhelmed? Options in Forex. So, it's different. So Forex, you're trading the foreign exchange market. right? You're trading currency versus currency. The setup is different. The leverage is different. Option trading, you're trading the stock, and it's similar, but I will say mostly completely different in terms of terminology, in terms of execution, in terms of contract sizes, in terms of understanding. From what I understand, options you can't just sell, and forex you can buy and sell the market. Options, I don't want to say it's more complicated, but it's definitely more in depth because you have to really understand stock movements and different terminology, gamma, and all this other nonsense. Typically requires a lot more money to trade options, 25K and up, and the leverage is pretty small. And compared to trading forex, you can start with $100 account and grow it. So it's I would just say that they're very much different. I think I tried to learn options for like 2 days and I was like, fuck this. But understanding options will actually help you a lot in terms of learning how to trade forex fundamental wise. So if you learn how to read fundamentals as though you were trying to trade options, and then coming over and trading forex for like indices and stuff, you'll actually come out a lot better, because what happens is forex you don't get live volume data. There is no central exchange providing live volume data, because essentially, I mean, when people put market profiles on their screen for forex, they're not measuring anything, because it's not live volume. But when you're trading options, there's platforms that provide live volume, live buy and sell data. So off-topic question, but did you take anything in uni that kind of helped you become where you are today? No. Do you guys want a video of my life story? I mean, we're here and we talking, so I'll give you guys a quick rundown of my background. I mean, I did a quick one, and I think it's like the early videos. I think it's the first video, of how to become profitable or whatever. I'm a basketball player. All right. If you go on Instagram and you type in Dallion King, DALLIONKING, you see that I am a basketball player. All right. I'm from New York. I currently live in California. All right. I was the type to be. I was always the type to be smart as hell, but arrogant to the point where I was lazy. So I never took school serious. I was able to not pay attention in class, but if you gave me a test, I'd pass it. You get what I mean? So I never took school serious. I got my GED, but I got my GED under different circumstances because I moved a lot. So even though I had a 3.7 GPA, the credits from state to state didn't transfer. So when I tell people I got a GED, they think that I was just a fuck up. No, it's because I was moving a lot, credits didn't transfer. They wanted me to do an extra year simply because I moved. So I was like, nah, got my GED after basketball season. At one point, I was ranked in the country for basketball. I went to Montclair State in New Jersey. I got injured in my ankle. And then I had a lot of family stuff happen in terms of like, you know, my relationship with my biological mother and all these other things. You know what I mean? That's to dive a little bit into the personal stuff, right? I don't talk to my mom anymore, but through that situation, I learned the truth about, you know, my biological father. And I learned the truth about my biological father and ended up moving out here with him 4 years ago. I'm 26, 5 years ago. And now that man's my best friend. So when I came out here, I started playing basketball. I built a brand for myself, which is what you guys see on my Instagram is Mr. Moves. So I ended up, you know, being associated with like Bone Collector and all the street ball guys, and I created for Mamba Sports Academy when Kobe was alive. I've done a lot in that regard. I got my contract to go overseas and play for the Dominican Republic through my content, through becoming a brand. And to this day I play. I'm actually supposed to leave to Dominican Republic on the 15th to go play for a couple weeks. Don't worry, I'm gonna still do these lives. And then during quarantine, I was over there playing, and I had a tryout for the 3-on-3 national team. And the day of the tryout was when they announced lockdown, and I had 24 hours to get out of the country, or I was going to be stuck in Dominican Republic for 6 months. So, or a year, really. So I had to come home and, you know, quarantine. And then in quarantine is when I learned how to trade. I bought a couple courses. I bought a couple courses, and then I came across VP, No Nonsense Forex, on YouTube, and that style of trading changed my perspective of trading in general, and it really changed my life, as you guys can see. So I took what he preached, and I believe I took it to a different level, and then I fell in love with the art of trading. I fell in love with the fact that I was able to build myself out of just being an athlete, and actually feel like my brain is being tickled by new information and being creative, and also learning a new skill set that I can basically become my own money printer. And then I started teaching people, started being very successful. I got kicked out from a lot of MLMs when I first started, because of the systems I create, and people were leaving the MLMs to join my signals chat. So people, conflict of interest, they kicked me out. And then, yeah, man, like, you know, it gets a little bit more intricate, but, you know, I just fell in love with the process, and then it just turned into what you guys see now, naturally. You know, none of this was planned. It just happened this way. You know, Dyson's been with me since the beginning. I've been in business for a year. It was a year anniversary, January 15th. So we're a year and 6 months in so far, 7 months in. And we've been killing it. And then and it's not that I'm not still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still developing. But what I realized, the art of Money Gang kicked us, yeah. I was part of this group called Money Gang, and he was trying to sell an indicator that I created. I created an indicator for somebody else, and he just found the indicator somewhere and started selling it as his. It was kind of funny. And he kicked me and, you know, Ruby out. Yeah. And now I'm here, a year later. My life completely changed. I'm still following my dreams. I'm still enjoying life and playing basketball. I don't, obviously because I have a business to run, this is not just a mentorship. Money Moves Investments has developed into like more of a business entity where I'm a full-time developer for other companies, and people see my systems and they want to be able to create systems like mine, because I'm the only one on the market that as in depth as they are. If you compare us to like Lux Algo and all these other indicator companies, they don't come close to what we try to develop and try to make for you guys. So, and then, yeah. So, no, I didn't go to school for finance. I didn't go to school for anything. I'm self-taught. I teach myself everything. I read a lot of books. I watch a lot of videos. I study a lot, and everything that I study, I share with my team in real time. So, like when I started learning consumer law, I taught my guys that, learning credit. I'm gonna have a credit part of my course. I don't want to say course, not a credit course, but I'm gonna offer credit mentoring. I'm partnering up with some actual guys and offering that for Money Moves Investments. I also have some realtor friends that are gonna come in and put you guys up to some game so you can combine the two, and then build a real community to teach people real financial freedom and skill sets. It's going to be more than just trading. So I don't know what Nas is doing. At this point, I'm just having conversations with you guys. I'm just talking to y'all. I think today I just got time. Gold is moving good. Appreciate. We have traded gold today. That's the thing. I don't trade gold, but let's look at gold. Oh shit. If gold is selling, guys, what do we think that Nas is gonna do? By the way, these aren't the settings for gold. That's why it looks crazy, but so what I'm gonna do, I've been meaning to do it for the past couple weeks, to be real with you, but there's just been a lot. There's a lot of setup in terms of what I have to accomplish for you guys. The EA, but what I am gonna do is the lives. So for example, what we're doing right now, I'm going to have it live 24/7. All right. And I'll still do lives publicly, But the Sigma algo will be live 24/7 on NASDAQ, US 30, and I'll run it on gold as well. Maybe even Bitcoin. So I'll have that live 24/7 running. And I'll see how I can mark it up. But like basically it would just be like I'll have, four screens like that, and I'll have each one of them running accordingly. So I'm gonna try to have that all the time for you guys. Also between those four, everybody should be good. Yeah, I'm trying to automate everything, honestly. Because it does get overwhelming. And then you guys, like I said, I still play basketball. I still, I travel. I don't like. I've never been absent. If you guys ask any one of my members, I'm always in the chat, 100% of the time, answering questions all day, every day. I take this very seriously. This company changed my life. My students changed my life. So I try to do everything I can to make sure everybody's good. But it does get to a point where I need to be able to automate a few parts of the business. And that would be, just live signals. I am, after this week, because it's NFP, I'm going to have these signals from NASDAQ for free in the Discord. So they're going to send automatically to the Discord as well. So all the NASDAQ trades will send automatically to the Discord. And yeah. So I'm, going to do my best to offer as much as I can to you guys and provide as much value all the time, Want to make sure everybody eats. Everybody eats on this side, you know what I mean? Everybody eats on this side. I played in college many moons ago. Make sure you guys follow Money Moves Investments on Instagram, because I deactivated my personal Instagram for the time being, so I can focus and getting some stuff done and just getting my life back on track and handling some stuff. I don't post on Instagram as much as I need to for the business, but I will be. Every time I tell someone to play, I play ball, they always want to challenge me. I'm trying to let y'all know you really don't want that problem. Like, go look at the Instagram before you start saying some wild shit like that. Because I'd be wilding on people. I'll violate. Like, come on now. Come on now. Like, I don't like hurting feelings. I like you guys. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Hoop house. It's hard to dunk. Yeah, I don't do it often. That shit's exhausting. We can play anytime. Pull up. Pull up. I'm with it all.
think it's gonna range all day. I really hope it doesn't. Alright, so past my threshold of how long I can stay here. It looks like this candle might break back up. This one candle might do it. Alright, give me a second. I'm surprised you're still here. Didn't you have a 2-hour rule in place? I do, and I don't. I want to say I do, and I also don't. One, I only took one trade. We lost that trade, so I don't like that, because the reason we lost that trade is because I was impatient. So I take responsibility for that. And I also see that it's in a range, so it's not like it was a trending day. It's a really tight range, and there's an opportunity to make some really good money based on the breakout of that range. So I want to make sure that we capitalize on that. I do have meetings that as soon as he lets me know that he's ready, I will have to jump off. But I'm letting you guys know where we at with it in terms of. Alright, so I do have to jump off, guys, unfortunately. So thank you for staying on with me as long as you have. Thank you for showing as much love as you have. How's your day been? It just started. It is 9:30 in the morning. But I will let you guys know in the Discord, you know what I'm saying, when we do get the trade that we want. Love you guys to death. Same time tomorrow, we on.